Hi, in this video we are going to cover topic 3, which is our built-in math functions. In Coral, you had built-in math functions, and we have similar math functions in Java. Please note that we've referenced the W3 schools. That's always a good resource to go to because it lets you experiment. And so you can experiment with the most common math functions that are available in Java within this environment. So min, square root, max are just a few, absolute value, and power. Those are the same ones that we used in Coral, but their syntax is a little bit different. The one thing I will point out is when we use the math class, you're going to use capital math dot method name. And so whenever you're using the math functions in Java, it's capital math, capital M on math dot function name. You can also experiment here on W3 schools. There is also a Java math reference page, and so these show you literally all of the math methods, but you don't need to know them all. But depending on how much you want to experiment, then they are here for you. Okay. So this is going to give you some examples and some videos, so please watch that tutorial. These are the most common math functions that you will use. Tells you what they do, gives you an example in the syntax. Please note when you use the math functions, you don't have to do any special imports. This is an example code of using math functions. Copy this, place it into your workspace, either on Xylabs or in your IDE, and experiment. Try some of those different math functions. One thing that we do want to point out is that a math function will return a value. And so when I call math.square root, I assign that value to a variable, and then we're outputting that variable. Raising to a power, you have 2 cubed is what this one will do. And again, math functions return a value. And so you're going to want to assign that value to a variable. Random numbers are often used in programming. And when we use random numbers, you are often simulating a game, a real-world relationship, etc. In Java, there's going to be 2 things that we need to do. And I am looking here. This actually... this is incorrect. So I'm going to apologize. What you need to have there is an import statement. And so when you're working with random numbers, I'll show you right down here. This is what that section should look like. You need to import java.util.random. That is what should be number 1 right here. And I will make that edit in my course. But if I don't get to that, know that the first thing you need to do is to tell Java the random tool that you are using, and you do that by using an import, and this is what that line should look like. When we work with randoms, we have to create a random object. This is a reference type, so I need to create a reference to it, and then I'm going to use the name of my reference to actually access the methods. So you're going to notice that when we use the random reference, you're going to have the name of the variable that you choose dot method name. Name of the variable dot method name. Name of the variable dot method name. So this is a sample program. You can take this and put it into your IDE and do some practice, kind of do a code along, so to speak. But that's going to introduce you to the idea of using some random numbers in your programs. There are videos here to show you how to do that. Again, a sample program showing some random numbers. It also shows you how to use constants in order to eliminate magic numbers. So this is an excellent way of eliminating magic numbers, and it makes your code much more descriptive and readable, because I know I'm going to token max minus token min, and then I'm going to add the token min using my algorithm for random numbers, which we don't expect you to know yet, but it's in those videos. And also remember, when you create a constant in Java, you're going to use the keyword final. and then whatever data type, and then you're going to name it with all capitals using an underscore between the variable names. And so experiment with this piece of code here. This is a code that generates random numbers for cybersecurity access as an example. That wraps up module or topic 3. And so make sure to watch the videos, do the try me exercises. You will use those materials when you get to your assignment down here in the last section.